One of the things that's evident, but oftentimes we forget, is the highway creates access. And that's the purpose of a highway, but we think of it going from point A to B and not what's happening perpendicular to the highway. These are where what are known as indirect effects occur. When we consider the indirect effects to the highways, we usually put a buffer strip around them that is roughly 50 kilometers on either side of the highway. This is where the activities are being concentrated. These indirect effects can be a variety of activities. It can be increased penetration into the forests for extraction of timber. It can be access for mineral resources. It can be for agricultural lands. If it's planned, that's one thing, but what often happens in these cases is that it's unplanned and tends to be highly destructive for the benefits that it produces.
La minería ilegal nos está trayendo problemas fuertes porque hay mafias organizadas. Tiene otras actividades alternas, la prostitución, la trata de personas, contrabando de combustible.
Alluvial gold mining involves removal and sifting through and separating out gold in floodplains. When the day is in the process, you use somewhere on the order between 1 to 3 kilograms of mercury for every kilogram of gold that you extract. And mercury doesn't degrade. It's there and will continue to cycle through nature until it eventually gets washed downstream. So we are contaminating these environments with mercury on a scale which is on the order of at least tens of tons per year of mercury.
Entonces, si no se toman acciones conjuntas y si el gobierno central no entiende eso que está por pasar, y si, bueno, yo por última instancia estoy pensando hasta hacer un llamado internacional a nivel mundial para salvar Madre de Dios, ¿no?
As we head into a period where we seem to be having more frequent droughts and more frequent flooding, we need to maintain forest cover. When we look at policies, how can you develop this region at the same time?
Ahora obtení también una colección de castaña, ¿no? Y ya pues así, esos productos sacamos una vez al año y genera bastante movimiento acá en Madre de Dios. Las plantas no están como sembradas, ¿no? Ya son naturales, están bien, algunas concesiones están cerca de los árboles, otras están más retiradas, más lejos. Una concesión tiene más o menos una cantidad de 300 a 400 árboles y eso al año produce más una sola vez. Un coco de esto está algo de 25 a 30 nueces. Ya entonces se lo parte, se lo saca, eso. Se lo llena, un árbol está, más o menos bota una cantidad de, acá le llamamos barricas. Un saco, 2 sacos o medio saquito. Y aproximadamente, más o menos, un árbol al año está produciendo de $70 o a $100.
Brazil nuts, rubber trees, or other species of commercial value can be harvested, but maintaining forest cover, maintaining the function of the forest. In the past, there was major burning that occurred in the settlement along the highway in Brazil, and this occurred in the 70s and the 80s. The potential for the same process is in Peru and Bolivia. I hope that they are able to take advantage of the lessons coming from Brazil about the impact of these events. When you think about human society, we all do our own cost-benefit analysis. Oftentimes, we don't quantify very well what are the benefits nor what are the costs. For this region, there will be pushes for deforestation to produce crops for growing as well as beef for human consumption. And so what we see is sort of a skewed cost-benefit situation where the benefits tend to accrue to relatively few people, but the public costs tend to be quite large. And in this case, loss of forest cover, loss of biodiversity, loss of hydrologic control of the riverine systems, which is something for the Amazon is critical. We may find that it pays more to intensify agricultural activities in areas that are already deforested and maintain forest cover for the benefits when we do a really comprehensive cost-benefit analysis. That needs to be incorporated into public policies, and I hope that is the direction that we are heading now.